there's no stick again. It's raining and my hand being around the microphone protects it from the rain. I am the self-proclaimed king of going on adventures on a budget. And here are my 3 biggest tips to go on an adventure when you've got money, right? Number 1, don't buy any equipment. Don't buy any equipment at all. And I'm not being funny. Go with whatever you have now. And you might go, well, I have no outdoorsy equipment. I mean without any outdoorsy equipment. When I started hiking and going on my adventures, I wore a pair of jeans, a pair of Air Force Ones, and just some shitty Nike hoodie. Even when we started going on overnight adventures, not just, day hikes or swimming, that kind of thing, sleeping in the car, I was still wearing that kind of thing. And we didn't have sleeping bags or anything. I just took my duvet from my house. Don't buy any equipment until you know that you enjoy going on adventures. And number 2, buy equipment as you need it. If you're on 5 adventures and every single time you go, I just really wish we had that one thing, then buy it. Do a good bit of research, find out which one you think would suit you, and buy it then. But don't just go out buying equipment. Do you know how much equipment me and my buddies have that have never been used because we were told we would need it, bought it, and then never used it? Everybody's different. Everybody's adventures are different. Don't buy equipment until you dire need it. Don't do it. Just go with whatever you have now. Even if it's not a car, cycle to somewhere, sleep in a bivvy bag, in your own clothes, see if you enjoyed the experience. If you did, then start buying equipment to make that experience better. Tip number 2. When you go to a location, when you drive specifically, diesel can be a huge part of the cost. Don't drive to a location or an area and then drive around that area. If you're really trying to do it on a budget, drive to a place and then walk. Explore the area. Explore the mountains or the lakes or whatever around you. Don't go, well, there's a load of things in that area, I'll drive to all of those like a mini road trip. If you haven't got much money, drive to the centre, explore as much of it from walking as you can. Even if you do small, you explore this whole area and then drive and explore a different whole area. I'm definitely a huge victim of doing that in the beginning, which is driving to a place and then driving all around that place. Don't do that. Drive to a place, set up some sort of base camp, and then travel from that place. The other thing is, if you have a car, sleep in it. Don't pay for camping equipment and don't pay for Airbnbs or hotels, no matter what you do. Sleep in the car you have, and before you turn around to me and go, well, I don't have the kind of car you can sleep in. Me and my girlfriend spent a month sleeping in a 2006 Ford Fiesta 2-door. Google what that car looks like. We did it. Was it easy? No. But it was totally doable. And with some modifications, you can lie pretty flat. If you go online and look at like micro camper conversions, there are hundreds of people that have done that. Just sleep in your car in the equipment you have right now. You might spend 20 quid on diesel. That's pretty budget if you ask me. Number 3, take your food with you. Sorry, this is number 4. This is a bonus tip just because I'm a good guy. Take food with you from your house. Take cereal and buy milk if that's what you have to do. Or put milk in a cold flask if you can. Don't buy food out. It's the biggest, maybe the 3rd or 2nd biggest expenditure that I came across when I started doing adventures, was definitely buying food out. Takeaways, chippers, even just in garages. Buy as little food as possible. And before you turn around to me and go, well then I'd have to buy a stove. No, you don't. I lived off non-cooked food for ages. I'm not talking about raw food, I'm talking about food you don't have to cook, It took ages for me to upgrade to buying a little camping stove. Even now the one I have was only about 20 quid, but it took me ages to upgrade to camping stove stuff. I was just living off protein bars, fresh fruit and sandwiches for ages, and you know what? It was fine. It was totally fine. Even the whole month that we spent doing the wild Atlantic coast of Ireland in the Ford Fiesta, we ate uncooked food that whole time, and it was great. I'm sure there are lots more tips that I'll talk about in the future, but if you just follow those, you can go on some pretty great adventures for not very much money. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how you get on.